is a presentation of TFNN.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Welcome to the Money Masters, folks. We hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend, and of course, let's make it a great week. Market-wise out here, volatility in spades. Traders marketplace, that's for sure. You have the Dow right now down 62, Nasdaq's down 13, S&Ps are off 8, gold contracts down 380, silver's off 45. We get the bonds doing an ABC up. They launched on Friday, up $19, up 24 ticks at 74.29. What a market, huh?
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, man. From of course,
180 up, or
yeah.
Did it get above 180? Probably just a little bit above 180.
If we take a look at it, let's see what you had here, folks. From up to down, we were as high as 12,282. And yeah, we've gone 200 points. So we were 150 up, now you're 51 down. You know, this is a little paradise, no doubt, man, no doubt.
Yeah.
You know?
So what were you thinking last night? You know, when they started parading out there, and
well, what I did specifically is exactly what I told the listeners to do on Friday.
Yeah.
Not pay attention to anything, okay? Because the bonds were telling us on Friday,
right,
that we weren't going to default. We went up 2 points,
right,
2 full points. Bottom line, money's going into bonds. It's like, hey, you know what? Let all these crackheads in Washington do their own deal. Yeah. And so I didn't pay attention to it at all. And, you know, last night when I got home, I looked at the futures. Okay, they were up. That made sense.
Right. Made
sense this morning, and it makes sense now. Because you know why it makes sense, folks? There's no way that this is going to end up being a sweet buy. To me, this is why I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because first you failed at the open.
Right.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Right.
So you pull back down. Now, you got to remember something. We're going into, after coming down 3, 6, this is going to be the 7th day straight down.
Right.
It's going to need so much energy, and it just took a huge amount of energy to blow off 150 points.
Yes. Right.
Okay?
Right.
Now, deviance is a beautiful thing. So you're coming into that June 23rd, 24th. You're coming into March 16th. And that's telling me that, hey, you know what? It's a tradable bounce. It's freaking huge. Gold was down 15. Then it went flat. Now it's down 5. This market, folks, is a trader's paradise, flat out. It's a buy. You know, if we take a look at let me just look at the SPY for a second.
Yeah.
And this is, you know, this is where fast fingers work, folks. And okay, so the SPY, what you had is this. She whacks into, oh, this is going to be interesting. So
yeah, because we're down below that.
Yeah, and not only that, she hit a 27 million on a 10-minute bar. That's saying she can get hit again. So bottom line is that we get a little trader's paradise, flat out.
Yeah, right now it's coming down, you know, where we made that big low when we were on Friday at 10:30.
Right.
You know, and we're coming right into it. Still trading below that. The high on the SPY was 129.43, and it's 128.65 right now.
Yeah, and you had the ISM come out, folks. The ISM, they were looking for 54, meaning the manufacturing index. It came in at 50. That's what smacked that thing down pretty good. Now, what you did have, Steve, is that over in Germany, the DAX was basically telegraphing this morning that no traction.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
well, even in Asia too, right?
Asia, let's see.
I mean, because it was up pretty big last night when I went to bed, and then it started pulling back,
that
right?
pulled back, okay, because you get the Hang Seng, let me just,
because I think it was up 300 plus, maybe 350 or so.
Yeah, no, that's right. It opened at the swing point. I can see it opened at that swing point. Asia was as high as, well, Hang Seng was high as, that's right, it gave up another 120 points. So it was up 223. That's going into that swing point, going all the way back from the, what's that, the 7th, the 8th of July.
Yeah.
You know, so this is a field day, no doubt. You had in our own markets right now, you had, we were up 1%. Now you get the Dow down 0.5%, Nasdaq's off 4/10, and the S&Ps are off 6/10.
Yeah.
So hey, listen, you know, over the weekend, right? Of course, I'm always out in the water.
Yes.
So this weekend, folks, okay, so you got to picture this. I mean, we knew, you know, and it was so cool, man. I'm really digging that I'm you're educating us even more about how the universe works.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because this weekend, so check this out, folks. Now, you get a picture of something, Clearwater in general, okay? You know, Clearwater Beach, the Gulf of Mexico, what ends up happening is that the Gulf, first off, unless you go out 30, 40 miles, is not that deep.
Right.
Okay? For big fishing, I get a push out of 30 miles. Once you start pushing out 30 miles, it'll get 40, 50 feet. Then 50 miles, it goes off to 200, and then you're in action, right?
Yeah.
But in the bays, right, most of the time it's 6 feet, 7 feet. That's it. Now picture what happens. So picture, you know, you have all these intercoastals, right?
Right.
And, you know, it's kind of dangerous, you know, if we get a storm.
Yeah.
Now, without a storm this weekend, though, right, this is what you had. Now, I think I'm only about, at the most, you know, 17 inches above sea level.
Right.
Okay? I mean, it's some insane deal, right? So, coming out with the high tide this weekend, I had about 2.5 feet left on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, that's not bad. But check this out. I go down to North Clearwater Beach, right? And North Clearwater Beach and in Clearwater themselves,
yeah.
I was hunting sailboats. That's what I was actually doing.
Okay.
And we went down there, and folks, the water was up to their grass.
Yeah,
they had no more wall left. Without a storm. I said, oh, so this is a big one. So tell us, where do we stand in this whole deal? It was Saturday night, right? It was
Saturday. It was Saturday when we had the new moon come in. And so, you know, typically, the new moon is where we've been taking a look at it making highs.
Okay.
But what my subscribers knew, you know, we took a look at this on Wednesday last week, was that this was going to be a different new moon cycle, clearly.
Okay.
Now, what's really cool about, you know, when you get your head wrapped around a strategy, is understanding the information that's released when you've got a failure or a reversal.
Right.
I mean, that's really where, that's what folks typically don't understand.
Okay.
You know, and because here, when the new moon has been failing, 70% of the time when you were coming into it with a low, you were looking at a bounce. Which is really, you know, even though when we're selling the new moons, when we're selling anything, right? We want to sell at highs, buy at lows.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
And that's the strategy that's been working. But I went back over, I don't remember what the period of time was, a long period of time. So it was a good sample size, just to take a look at any new moon cycle when it was coming into lows. And took a look at when those created bounces. And it was 70% of the time when it came in, you know, you actually had more information to go along.
That's sweet, man.
To go along. Now, the full moons, coming into full moons, when the market's coming down, has like a 90% chance of success.
Wow.
Yeah. So until you really start digging into the details, right? Because it's always about the details.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You know, even this budget, even this, you know, raising the debt. Right? It's all about the details that are inside.
Who's going to get what?
All we have really right now is a framework.
That's right. And who's going to get what? You know what I never realized is that, so a new moon also has huge gravity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, totally.
So it's the full moon and the new moon that has the gravity.
That typically are the bigger swing points. You've also got when the moon is closest.
I'm even talking with the water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You've also got when the moon is closest to you and furthest away. You know, from you. So you know, it's all energy.
Yeah. Right.
You know, I mean, the whole universe, everything. It's all about energy. And you know, for my thinking or my strategy, it's just really nothing more than taking those data points. To me, it's nothing more than a data point.
That's right.
Okay, and then overlaying them on a chart to see if there is some type of probability benefit. You know, when you know that you've got a 70% chance or a 90% chance, look, you know it. You've taught us this just simply by taking a look at volume and the swing points. You know, you can still crash through the swing point with light volume. It means you're going to go lower, what have you. But you're looking for that successful test. You know, and it's really the same thing with the lunar trading strategy. You know, what you're really always trying to do is you're trying to get it to line up with price and time. You know, what was really cool about Friday was Thursday late, maybe about midnight, close to midnight. I sent out a newsletter alert to all of my subscribers.
Yes.
And what I did was I picked out where I thought each of the indexes was going to retrace to. Let's take a look at different patterns out there.
Yes.
Different Gartley patterns. Now, I didn't put in the buy, but I said, you know, here's your target area.
What you're looking for, sure.
Yeah. And most of those hit within just pennies, you know, within dollars. You know, big indexes.
Right.
You know, but in this instance here, I didn't send out a, you know, buy that right then because there was just so much uncertainty on top of the markets.
And there's plenty of time.
Yeah, exactly. Plenty of time, plenty of trades. You know, we're up in the newsletter, so, you know, and I was telling one of my subscribers this morning on the way in, you know, I'm more cautious with your money than I am with my money.
That's right.
So when it comes to the subscribers, I need more caution.
Right. And what you have here, folks, is this. The volatility absolutely is a trader's best friend. You know, don't let volatility scare you, because volatility is where it's at. As long as you have a plan that's going on, you're fine. If you don't have a plan in the middle of volatility, well, that's a problem.
Absolutely.
You know, because you get whipped. You'll get whipped everywhere. But when you have a plan, it's like, okay, man, let's bring it on. You know, like this sell-off this morning was like, that's a gift from the trading gods.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's you know, it's not real. Now, the sickest part about this, so if we look right now, let me just see, and see that dollar, that dollar just took off again, up 30 ticks. Gold's down 4, but that'll get more pressure, I suspect, as we get into this. Now, it's going to get really interesting. Let's pull up the Qs just for a second, because we know the NASDAQ, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so you're 24 million right now. You're going into 98 million. The way that this is set up at this point, yes,
you know,
it didn't
that
even.
last 10-minute bar though came down with some decent volume.
It did,
you know,
but
you got 314,000 shares.
It did, but you see how it couldn't break Fridays.
That's right. Still couldn't get into that low from at 950.
Yeah.
I mean, it hit it, but rejected it.
No, big time.
You know, and it had decent volume there, 288,000 shares on the 10-minute. So
yeah. So,
but you got to trade with stops, folks. You know, in a volatile marketplace, you've got to trade with stops.
Yeah. Now, hey, we were talking about currency trades lining up.
We were.
So
we're talking about the yen.
Yes.
You know, and the yen there, the currency trade on that, when we took a look at, first is taking a look at the longer term, chart.
Right.
So when you take a look at that monthly, you know, what you're taking a look at is you're taking a look at that bar going back to March.
March,
you know,
17th.
And I've just got the monthly
Day.
up,
Right.
And we had the tsunami, and we had intervention coming in, and the low on that 76.34. It's trading at 76.45. It is a ideal trade, you know, if you're a currency trader.
Isn't that sick?
You know, when you're trading currency, you're trading currency patterns. You don't often, you know, you have your back up against the wall, but not like this.
Right.
Not when you're at all-time lows.
Right.
You know, not where you had intervention once before.
That's right.
You know, and not that it can't go lower.
No.
But it's, you know, you only have to risk 30, 40, 50 pips.
The probability is there that it wants to go higher.
It's absolutely there.
And what you have there, folks, by the way, when you're looking at that 76.51, that's saying that the yen is strong. Now, you want to hear some deviance? The yen is strong. Their debt to GDP is worse than ours. And their bonds are that. So there's disconnects everywhere here.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG. Launched in April, Ken Shreve's newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, has had an overwhelming response, and his outstanding results have not disappointed. Using his unique method of combining a fundamental review of sales and earnings with technical charting for entry and exits, Ken is posting multiple double-digit percentage gains. This month only, you can lock in the low introductory rate of $395 per year. Log on to TFNN.com today to gain instant access to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks newsletter.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. For some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow right now down 35. Nasdaq's up 5. S&Ps are up 4.5. Gold's down 530. Let's go to Jim in Tampa, Florida. Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding, man.
Hey, I have a question about GLD, and I want to see if you guys think my analysis is correct. I went long this morning, a little bit late, I think, but I think it did an AB equals CD down on a 10-minute chart, and it also did a 78 or 0.786 retracement from the July 29th high. And is that a good place to go long?
Okay, so the GLD, folks, is the Street Tracks Trust. I would say no. Well, you get a picture. I'm not short gold, Jim, but I'm short silver. But it did, you know, what he's looking at, folks, is that he's looking at the high out there, that 158.58, A to B equals C to D. Yes, it did. But what you have is that when that came tumbling down, it came tumbling down with 1.9 million shares and then turned around and just bounced with 900,000.
All right, so you're just viewing this as a bounce, not as another push higher.
Well, where was your target? Where do you think it's pushing to?
Well,
so when you take a look at the trade.
That was one of my questions also. I'm not sure like where to have a target on this. So from your point of view, there is no target on this except for down.
Well, anything can happen. You know,
he was just asking you on a money management type of situation. You know, so if you know,
I mean, I would say let's say gold were to go up from here, and so then I would say on the GLD, you know, your maximum first target's going to be that 159.91, and you're at 158.02. So when you start taking a look at the trade there, you know, you're not talking about a lot of dollars for $158 equity. So you know, so if I just look at the money management, where is your stop below today's low, or where did you have the stop?
Well, I put it in right where I purchased it at, actually, because it screamed higher, and I figured, well, if it's not going to do it here, then it's just whatever going to collapse. So I put it in right where I purchased it.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're in a trade right now and you're at break even, then you're especially during the day right now, you know, you're in good shape.
What you don't want to be doing, Jim, is this. Is that, so did you just buy this at the open? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
So you're already out of the trade then?
No, I'm still in the trade. So I should get out of the trade is what you think then.
Well, I'm just, it's trading below what it opened at. That's why I'm saying I'm getting, well, I guess it's 50 cents higher. Okay. Yeah, get out of the trade, man. Take your money. Okay? Because what you have is that you're going to get a test of that lower bar. That lower bar is 157.50 to 156.78.
Yeah.
Right.
And your confirmation goes like this. What's so neat, folks, is this, is that when you come down with heavy volume like that, it's like, okay, are you going to come back? Well, my take is that you're going to come back, but your confirmation, as soon as you go back, as you go topside, is that when you went topside with absolutely no volume at all, meaning you did it with 900,000, going against Friday with 1.2 million, going against today with 1.9 million, your probability goes up dramatically that you're going to come back and at least test that lower end.
All right, okay. All right, well, yeah, thanks for the tip.
Hey, you can't go wrong taking 50 cents, man. That's a beautiful thing.
All right.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You know, what's interesting is that, you know, I know what you're saying, $158, that's a huge amount of risk, folks, on
to make a
couple bucks.
Yeah,
right. I guess as long as the stops are in there, it's all right, I guess. I mean, you know, because that's, you know, if you get 30 cents down and a buck up, you're okay.
Yeah, for sure. But that's why, you know, a lot of times when a caller calls in and asks about an opinion of the stock, my first thought is, okay, where are you at?
Right.
Where's your stop at? And what's your target?
Right.
Just to try to, you know, because then it can understand the chart a little bit better.
That's
and
right.
maybe give a little bit better, you know, feedback.
For sure.
For folks. Because really we're just trying to help folks, you know, make and, you know, like Bud says, make and protect, you know, their money. Because, you know, it's like we talked about. Even though on Friday, you know, late Thursday night, sent out the alert, said here's the target areas, you know, but I didn't put in any trades because we've got so many different types of subscribers.
Yes.
Okay, and so those people that were trading futures, it was going to be a little bit easier.
Okay.
You know, for them. But sometimes you just have to have some caution.
Oh, big time.
You know, well, all the time you have to have caution, but you know, but just logic, caution.
Right.
You know, when you have, even though, you know, we knew what the markets were absolutely telling us when we were doing the show on Friday.
Right.
You know, I mean, you were so good at being able to give all of our listeners, hey, here's what's really going on market-wise.
Yeah, and look at those bonds. The bonds, as soon as we get back, we're going to talk about these bonds. The bonds, the 30 years at 129.01 right now. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
So let's go to our man, Dan from Reading, Massachusetts. Dan, are you on the line?
I am. I got a call that I won that Great Panther giveaway.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Hey. That's great. That's great. Did you believe you were going to be a winner?
I doubted it. I don't usually win, but pleased to win.
Starting Tuesday, June 21st through Labor Day, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only. One lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins.
Today's winner is Len Winograd from Hollandale, Florida. How are you today, Len?
Never better. I feel so good. I should be twins.
Congratulations. Beautiful silver coin. How long have you been listening to TFNN, Len?
I listen every day for the last 4 years.
Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for more information. Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading in the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, as well as more than 35 different mining equities. For the low price of $150, you will receive 13 weeks of the Gold Report, or you can order up to a full year for under $500. If you'd like to find out more about the Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com, or for more information, call our office at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, and of course, don't forget TFNN. We're on Channel 1 on Tiger TV each and every Monday through Friday. We were just talking about these bonds, Steve, right?
Yes,
Now,
yes.
so check this out, folks. This is pretty cool. You know, the bonds right now, the 30 years at 128.31. You know, it blasted through some swing points on Friday. Now, what it did is this. It didn't blast through with volume, okay, because what you had is that it has the juice behind it, don't get me wrong, but what you did have, you had two separate highs out there, and it missed one by about 100,000 contracts, but big volume still.
Right.
Now, that projection is 131. I figure we're going to get it. Now, tell them what you were just doing
Well,
here.
we're just taking a look at the, it's setting up a Gartley pattern. So, there's actually a Gartley pattern right at about the 129 area, but that's a 0.618. And, what you really love to have on these Gartleys, is that 0.786, because there, that your back is pretty much up against. If you got a failure there, you're going to likely extend to a butterfly.
And
at least test the high.
And what's cool here, folks, is that he's taken that extension also off the 135 going back to August. So you're talking about
August 2010.
a major swing point.
Absolutely.
So it's something to keep your eyes on in a huge way.
Yeah, so this 130 to 132, is a big area.
And what's amazing, I mean, no doubt it's counterintuitive. I mean, check this out. If you want to give the government money for 2 years, well, good luck to you. You get 0.34%, right? 10 years, right now, you're dealing with 2.7. Isn't that sick?
It is.
I mean, it really is. It's crazy. Let's go to Tom in Tampa. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, what's happening?
How you doing, man?
Hey, doing all right.
Good.
Yeah, we got a wild one today, huh?
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a trader's paradise.
You called this one.
This is heaven on earth.
Yeah. Yeah, she was up, down, all around, right?
That's what I like.
Yeah. Tom, can we take a look at Pfizer, PFE?
PFE. Let's see what we're going to do.
Looking at possibly buying it down here.
I'm going to push out some drugs. Okay, so, of course, Pfizer, folks, a huge pharmaceutical company. The low's 15, the high's 21. Now, this pays a 4.5% dividend, which is a big number. Okay, so let's bring this back a little and see what we got here. Well, I mean, if you're going to step into this, I'd let this thing, oh, I see. I see what he's looking at. Okay, so what he's looking at, folks, is January of 2011. The highs out there, 1837. Let this come back a little bit more, Tom, because that 1837 wants to get tagged. Where I'm going with that is that January 7th on a weekly, you know, you had 386 million, and it's coming back into that area. Now, last week you did 238. But I'd let it get right in there and make sure it rejects it first.
Okay. I didn't get a chance to hear you earlier. I'm on the phone, but we going, you still looking to go more downtown action here?
No, I think that what you had here is that the market basically is getting tired, you know. Okay. It's extended itself. We're going to get a bounce first. Now, I mean, yeah, longer term, yeah, we're going to have next 10 weeks.
I'm talking about short term.
No, this wants to bounce.
That's what I thought.
That's what it looks like to me anyway.
Today,
and what you have, it's just deviant enough. I mean, this is as good as it gets, folks, okay? You open up, right? You sell it off. Everyone loses money on the open, right? They sell it off. Then the bulls get scared to buy, okay? And this is where, folks, you know, when, you know, of course, when you're trading, that's it. And I'm sure, depending on how long certain people have been listening, saying, oh, my God, I can't believe he's going long. When you're trading, folks, okay, and you have 112 points, you go up, down, and all around, and you do it in 2 seconds. Yeah. You know, you're just taking advantage of the deviance in the market, the swing points, the pattern setups, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Now, you know that, now, what you want to do, too, because, you know, on this PFE, on this Pfizer, is right now it's trading below March 15th, which had 79 million. The low on that was 1927. You're at 1893 right now, so sit tight on this. Sit tight on this trade, okay?
You stay right there, folks. And, folks, don't forget, you can test drive Steve's newsletter right here, right now. Jump over there and test drive it, and you're going to be out there growling a problem. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow right now down 50. NASDAQ's off 9. S&Ps are off 7. Gold contracts off 540. Silver's off 52. We're going to be right back.
Launched in April, Ken Shreve's newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, has had an overwhelming response, and his outstanding results have not disappointed. Using his unique method of combining a fundamental review of sales and earnings with technical charting for entry and exits, Ken is posting multiple double-digit percentage gains. This month only, you can lock in the low introductory rate of $395 per year. Log on to TFNN.com today to gain instant access to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks newsletter.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever. At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, I just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now down 48. Nasdaq's off 9. S&Ps are off 7. You got gold down 550. Silver's off 55. Bonds are the number, folks. Up 25 ticks, 128.28. And folks, if you do want to get Steve's newsletter, come over. Bottom line, it comes with a money day, 30-day money back guarantee.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, you know, we're talking about patents.
Yes.
But you just brought something up that actually the cycle date is the 2nd. Which is so. At this particular point, we still have all the action happening in D.C.
We do.
Tomorrow is the 2nd, so even the rest of today we can hold on to your seats here.
Yeah, you know, that's, you know, for folks that have been listening to my radio show or what have you, you know, I've been talking about this August 2nd date for months now.
Now, how the heck does that happen, though? Think about that. How does that happen that August 2nd is the debt limit that Gettner basically put on?
Yeah. Because that was the whole thing. That was that was the whole. Yeah, he's getting there.
Totally.
And but you know, the whole thing was when they announced that date as being
that's the drop dead date. Yeah.
I was like, oh my.
How do you pick that up?
That's right.
Right.
You know, where's that come from? He must. You know, I think he's a listener to TFNN.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I like that.
Right?
I like that.
Yeah.
Totally.
So you know, it's and what's really nice right now about the market, you know, if you just take a look at the SPYs, you know, volume is pretty light.
Right.
You know, we're at about what 38 million shares right now, going into 306 from yesterday or from Friday.
And then of course you're going into that monster.
Going back to March 16th.
That March 16th is a big number, folks.
Yeah. Now, wouldn't that be beautiful to push down today and tomorrow and just hit the top of that bar?
It would be.
Right? You know, because then, folks, what you've got is you've got the cycles lining up that have worked, you know, well for the last several months.
Yes.
Many months. You know, coming into, because we're always looking at patterns within patterns.
Right.
You know, because the volume is a pattern.
That's right.
You know, when you get time and price to line up with each other, that's when it's...
Well, we actually did.
So cool.
So check this out. We got to 128.07. The highs of the 16th are 128.57.
Right.
The highs of the 24th would be, the 23rd was 128.63. So it's going to get interesting watching this shake out.
Well, and what's also really kind of cool about that was, you know, when I sent out the email on Thursday night, you know, what I showed was the Gartley pattern.
Right.
You know, we had the Gartley pattern completing at I showed 128.23.
Okay.
And where the market got down to on the SPYs on Friday, the low there was 127.97, and we were talking 25 cents.
And you're talking large numbers.
Yeah, exactly, large numbers. But you still, you know, when you have this 32-day cycle where it's forecasted to August 2nd, and the last ones have worked.
Right.
You know, it's just where you've got to put in some caution.
Right.
You know, be patient.
Right.
You know, we're just out there fishing. You know, we're looking for everything if we can for it to line up with us.
It's amazing that it's amazing, folks, that they actually are lining up at swing points.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, I mean, that's really what you want. You know, it's one of the things that certainly my subscribers have taken a look at just during the last two cycles.
Okay.
You know, when we went short, the market was pushing right up into us.
Right.
Which is what we wanted to do.
Right.
What was nice was it coming right into either the 0.618 or the 0.786. And as the market was coming back and we were buying the full moon on June 15th, we bought on the 18th, you know, it was coming right down into a 0.618, but crushing down into us. But, you know, it was kind of like, come on, baby, keep coming.
Now, what's
going to
so check this out, folks. What's going to get interesting here, too, is this, okay? We have the beginning of the month, which, bottom line, is that money goes into the marketplace,
Yes.
okay? So the good old proverbial window dressing.
Right,
It very well, you know, could kick in somewhat. Now, what you also have is this. Summer-wise, folks, what you have is that normally Labor Day was traditionally the end of summer.
Right.
What has happened really the last 10 years, though, is that August 15th really starts to, you got to really start paying attention to the marketplace.
Well, you think, you know, you go back, what, a couple of years to that August 17th date.
Yes.
You know, where you know, the market it came crushing down. I remember you made a great, you know, reversal call.
Right.
You know, on that intraday.
Oh, that was the 900 points.
Yeah. You know, which was
yeah.
great, you know, pushed up, and then, you know, and obviously we traded way below that.
Right.
But with such a, you know, you're talking about August 15th, and that, you know, I'm always looking, you know, on some of my charts, I've got that August 17th swing point labeled.
Okay.
In fact, when I go back and take a look at the NYSE, that's a real key swing point.
No, it is.
You know?
It is. It is. And what you get there, folks, is this, is that you have to remember that bigger money comes back to work. Now, when I say comes back to work and bigger money, it doesn't mean that it stays in the market. It means that it's going to be moving. And as soon as it's moving, of course, you have big accelerations coming in and going out of the marketplace. And it, you know, and what that's all about is actually schools and the Northeast still go back to school basically Labor Day, okay? So that's what people get going then. But, and at least half the country, schools actually go back August 15th. And that makes a difference because, you know why? Money comes back to work. Yeah. And when money comes back to work, you know, things start moving.
And 2 weeks later, we got college football.
Yeah.
College football is only about 30 days away.
No, it's all happening.
30 days away.
They're making some good deals, man.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these deals, you talk about, there was that one article about how quick they can spend money. And it just goes to show, though, how large the audience is, number one, and how large the audience is for actually watching the football. Wait, you know, this is a great, you know, it's wild, folks, so picture this. We started out in the radio business, of course, 15 years ago, and bottom line is that, you know, unfortunately for the folks that have radio stations, it's going to be really tough because it keeps going down the tubes because it's on demand, right?
And quite frankly, the clarity is better on your phone than it is, you know, because you can pick up whatever radio station you want.
No, you can. And yesterday, Angie, Kyle, and I were out in the boat, and, you know, he's got the stereo blasting, and I looked over, you know, and I said, this is amazing, you know, to Angie. I said, imagine, I said, radio stations kill. Kyle's 16. He was 16 this month. Next month. They'd kill for that demographic.
Yeah.
And now he never listens to the radio. It's not even close. It's his iPod. It's on demand. It's, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's internet based.
Yeah, no, it is.
You know,
it absolutely is.
It's so internet based.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and hey, that's what's great about what we've got here.
No doubt.
Internet TV, folks.
It's Tiger TV, folks. Channel 1. Don't forget, Monday through Friday. And, of course, Steve's program's on it on Tuesdays, Thursdays, mine on the afternoon. Right now, we have Oracle down 34. You got Sprint Nextel off 3. Let's see. Citigroup is up 3. ExxonMobil...
Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio. Therefore, we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
You've heard Bud Rolfs give his expert technical analysis of the stock market on the radio. Now you can have his superior trading advice and his best stock picks delivered right to your desktop every week with his newsletter, The Torch. Using his own trademarked Warpath trading system, Bud will help you to increase your odds of making and saving money in the markets with powerful stock selection, stock analysis, and trading plan strategies. Published every Monday morning, each issue of The Torch features full-color charts in an easy-to-follow format. You will also receive not only the big picture of what's going on in the major markets and critical sectors, but also featured stock picks with complete trading plans and technical setups, as well as the Subscribers Corner, where Bud analyzes stocks submitted by subscribers. Visit TFNN.com today and receive your 2-week free trial of The Torch. That's a $75 value. Sign up now and make sure you receive all the great market analysis and winning trade ideas in every action-packed issue of The Torch from Bud Rolfs.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, don't forget, coming right up next, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, and then from Newton, Massachusetts, and we're going out to Tucson, Arizona. We got Larry coming up. And we were just talking about
Yeah, I was asking Tom. I mean, we have yesterday. So what's going on, right? Is typically if you need your credit limit extended, you go to American Express or what have you.
Right.
But obviously, what's going on here is we're the people. So it's it was our credit limit that we're extending for these folks. So the question I posed to Tom, right, is that you've got the credit limit in essence that's going to be raised by trillions of dollars or what have you. And is that a little version of QE3? That was a question I posed to Tom.
Right.
So, and I thought it's important to really get your head wrapped around what's going on. So.
Right. And so watch how this works, folks. And this is something you really absolutely want to get your head wrapped around. All that's about is paying interest to the banks. There's no possible way. When you hear that that bankruptcies they try to get rid of, there's no possible way under a fiat system that you can do that, because there's never enough money to pay the interest. So there's always going to be bankruptcies. There's always going to be cycles. And I just said to Steve, so picture this. So let's picture all of us. If we were the government, right, would we allow bankruptcies to bankrupt the government, or do we tank someone else? And of course, common sense is you can go tank someone else. And that's what basically governments do on a continual basis. They fight about minerals, most of the time. Land.
Well, or food, right? I mean, if you take a look at what's going on over in the Middle East, you know, all the stuff going on in Syria and what have you, you know, which is really...
Oh, food's the big one.
Yeah, food causes wars and causes...
Food's the big one.
Yeah.
No doubt. I mean, and, you know, if you listen to Nico... on Fridays, I mean, there's some big wars out here in food. I mean, even in some of these states, you know, there's certain states that we actually, in the United States, that absolutely do not allow you to grow certain things, which is absolutely insane. I could go off on that forever.
Yeah, but I mean, when you do think about it, okay, look, I mean, all of us here, you know, are problem solvers. If we're taking a look at the markets, we're taking a look at patterns, okay, we're like problem solvers like that.
Yes.
And we'd all like to be able to solve the problems, you know. Forget the folks in Washington.
Right.
We can solve the problems.
And we can.
You know,
and we can.
Why should there ever be a food problem anywhere in the world?
That's right.
We've got so many people that are out of work and so much land.
Right.
And probably so much government land.
That's right.
You know, and I understand, you know, there can maybe competition or what have you with farmers, but there's a way, you know, for us to be able to plant other farms, whether it's corn for ethanol, okay, you know, instead of the subsidies. I mean, there's ways to put people to work. There's ways to make it so that folks aren't hungry.
Absolutely. And, you know, this goes right back to, folks, that politicians aren't going to solve any of our problems. The key here is that whatever community you're in, you know, keep it tight, keep the family tight, and keep the cash flow in the community. Yeah. Because it's all about cash flow. See, if you have cash flow, you can get your way out of anything. Yeah. As long as you want to keep working. I mean, you got to work your little butt off. But the fact of the matter is, as long as there's a flow going on, you know, I get money from Steve. You give it to the next merchant. You give it to the next merchant. And then they start developing things. And that's what markets are truly about. That's what the true market's about. Now, what you have to make sure of is that the bank doesn't keep grabbing the toll out of you. Yeah. That's the crucial part in accumulating wealth.
Look, there's ways to put people back to work. Right. There's ways to take the minerals that we have, you know, and to keep that velocity of money inside our system. That's right. You know, versus going overseas.
That's right.
You know, when you take a look at just the oil tax, if you will.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
You know, and what we could do here. Right. You know, and we could really pay down the debt.
Big time. Big time. With one swoop.
You know, and because look, most of the oil companies they're buying their oil from somebody else.
Oh yeah, big time.
You know,
huge.
I mean, ExxonMobil, most of the oils they're buying in the market.
Listen, folks, thanks so much for being here. Of course, you stay right there. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. This is Steve Rhodes. This is Tom O'Brien. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And, of course,
we'll see you tomorrow.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Thanks for staying tuned, folks.